All right, I think we're live right now. I think we're already live on the show. I'm here. Are you there, Mark? Meteorologist
Hello,
Mark,
can you hear me?
Hey, right on. Good to see you again. Although I can't actually see you because I'm currently trying to
I can tell.
do all the pregame things, all the pregame things here, like set up my thumbnails and whatnot. Welcome back, Mark. Welcome everybody out there who's tuning in. Everybody, all of you, welcome. Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel here. We are about to film another episode of the Meteorological Report tonight. Lots to talk about, eh, Mark? Lots to talk about.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a good one. I mean, we've had hurricanes, and we got another big storm coming to BC. All kinds of new weather warnings tonight, so that's fun,
Yes.
right? And then, of course, we got your trip to Japan to talk about. And
Oh yeah.
everyone's got the burning question. All the weather nerds everywhere, and I'll ask you again during the show. But everyone really wants to know, like, if they have weather over there.
You know, I'll answer that.
They say, okay, they might have weather in Japan, so we might talk about that even. How was the trip though?
Really good. We had a lot of fun there, and obviously we went to Disneyland. You guys saw that. I got to go to the Japan Meteorological Agency.
Wow,
Oh, actually, no more. Will you go get the plush from the JMA? I did not adequately prepare for this meeting.
bam! Look, we're live. Hit like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. We are live, officially rolling. Everything seems to be appears to check out. I'm gonna start
Tell a
sharing.
friend. Tell your mom.
Yeah, tell your boss. Tell the police.
My boss already knows. Apparently, he references this show every now and then.
Hey, I like them. I like them. I'm just putting it on interior weather and wilderness watches right now,
Okay.
so that yeah, trying to get as many people to come watch because we got Halloween forecast to talk about. It might not be a great trick or treating night. Like I suggest everybody stays inside and watches baseball.
I suggest that too, so that I get more candy from my kid.
Like you don't want to be out there in the rain during the World Series. But how about that World Series, eh? It's a
Yeah,
good
game 7.
it's a good thing that you went to Japan and abandoned your Mariners. That was like their good luck charm. Meteorologist Mark was gone, and they're like, "Oh, well, now we don't know if we should open or close their roof. We're lost. We're."
It's funny because for me it was actually quite a bit nicer because I could see the scores while I was still awake because it was like 9 a.m. when they were playing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Get up, have your coffee, watch American League Championship Series. What an ending, man! I mean,
Yes.
the better
It
team
was it was
won.
a really it was a really good series. I'm not like obviously I'm bummed the Mariners didn't make it, but like it's hard to be bummed. I felt like it was a really good series. It was just good baseball.
It was, and I mean, I think the Blue Jays are a subtly better team. I mean, evidently, but
Obviously, yeah.
I would have cheered for the Mariners if they'd been the ones against the Dodgers because everybody hates the Dodgers.
Except for my stepdad.
Your stepdad doesn't hate the Dodgers?
Nope.
That's tough.
Yeah, so hard times here at the Ingles house.
Okay, I finally seen your costume.
It's about time.
Holy, that dwarfs my. I'm going as a. Guess what? Guess what I'm going as?
Blue Jays fan.
No, no, I'm going as something else.
What?
The greatest Blue Jay ever,
Oh, I'm not gonna know.
Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Nah, just heard Tyler laughing in the other room. We've been jamming a little bit this week. Getting
Yeah,
back
I
onto
uh
the.
I
Go
knew
ahead.
that you hadn't seen this yet because you hadn't made a comment and like in the YouTube chat, everybody made a comment about it, but you didn't. And I'm like, well, I don't think Joey's seen it yet.
I was still like putting the show link around everybody, trying to get our fifth and sixth viewer to show up. Doing all the work I can. All the work I can. Okay, I think I'm ready now for phase 2 of the show, which is talking about stuff. And you can help me with this part. The talk. Hey, Ryan, right on.
What are you eating, Ryan?
Oath.
We got Ryan Vodalainen here, and Karen Rich is just showing up. So we got the crew coming. I got my wrong mic stand here, and I'm finding already that the mic just keeps slipping downwards on me. Watch it
Hey,
go.
I got a question about my audio because this thing has a fan. So is it like annoying, or can you even hear it?
Can't even hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know you were wearing a pumpkin head.
Well, that's a good point. That's good. I'm glad.
I was totally surprised when I finally clicked over and was looking at what we're doing and realized, hi, Karen, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Oh, great. How about them Jays, eh?
Holy. I have no words that are, well, have words, maybe not appropriate.
I got appropriate words. It's Jays in 6.
You think so? I think it's
do.
gonna go 7.
No, it's over. It's over for the Dodgers. They're done. Their bats have dried up. They've dried up. Their fans broken. They're broken. They got nothing. So what they got is this great pitcher. They got this great pitcher who's going to come on tomorrow night. This is how it's going to go. Yoshinobu, he's going to Yamamoto. He's going to throw. It's going to be like the 9th inning, and we're going to be down like 3-1 or 4-2 or something like that. And then all hell is going to break loose, and the Jays are going to win the World Series. It's going to be an epic, because that's the way this whole postseason's been in a way. It's been like, with the exception of the Bautista bat flip and the Encarnacion moment, it's like nothing's been more magical in 32 years. It just feels like it's going to culminate to like a spectacular end. It's going to be a spectacular finish.
Okay, I'm gonna go with your theory.
We're going to spend a lot of the night thinking like, we're in trouble. Just like Game 6 in 1992 when David Cohn came out. He was great. And still, Jays blew the game in the 9th inning, went to 11 innings. Everyone's downhearted. What if we have to play a 7th game in Atlanta? Nope. Didn't happen. 93, Phillies took that lead. Everyone's down on it. Like, oh, no, is it going to go 7? Carter's, and then as soon as Mitch Williams is warming up in the bullpen, I'm like, don't worry, we got this. That guy's throwing 91 fastball right now. His arm's dead. And bam, over the fence it went. It was great. So, for you guys down there, coastal side, you got rainfall warning if you didn't know.
Well, not for me.
Well, Ryan does know about this because I saw it on his post first. And I was like, oh, yeah, I better go check the EnviroCan before I...
Ryan, does this include you or is it North Shore?
It depends on where I am. It includes me at work. It doesn't include me at home.
Oh, well. Okay, that answers the question.
But it just so happens he's on a boat right now to Antarctica.
No, but that's coming up.
Are you really going to Antarctica?
Like, I didn't expect that answer. 2028.
No, I kind of half did. I'm hoping for it.
2028.
Is there still going to be Antarctica in 2028?
It'll still be there. Whether or not it's frozen or not, that's a different story.
Well, it'll probably
I'm
be
going to go on a boat to Greenland, and most of those stop in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Ooh.
Oh,
that's right.
You're going to go meet Frankie before you even get to the Caribou. Mark moves to BC.
Not.
He's like, moves to BC, like goes and visits, like, I don't know, American Meteorologist, convention, and goes to Japan, goes to Greenland.
That's okay. Joey, I went and saw you and, Quesnel randomly at the A&W. So
it was epic, yeah. That's where you do see me. That's where you do see me in Quesnel.
Joey, it is from my house about 8 hours to your house, and from here it's about a 9-hour flight to Japan.
Yeah, it's a lot less driving to go to Japan.
But Mark, I've also seen you at your house.
Yes, that's true. Karen is the BC traveler.
That's true.
I am the BC traveler. Yeah, you bet.
My family really wants me to go back to Ontario in December, and I'm like, I don't. They're like, we'll pay for your tickets, and but who's gonna watch my dog? It's just like, but it's been 10 years since I've been home, and it's like I've kind of gotten into this like hermit thing where I don't really leave the mountains much, because when I do, I'm shocked at how awful the world is. And I just want to come back to the mountain.
You probably better go motivate yourself to get back to the mountain.
It's like I get to, the incredible and terrible traffic in Quesnel on my way to the Prince George Airport would be enough. Then I get to Toronto, I'd be like, oh my God, I should have turned around at Quesnel. Okay, so for Metro Vancouver, North Shore, including North, then West Vancouver and Northeast, including Coquitlam and Maple Ridge, House Sound, southern sections across Bowen Island and the Sunshine Coast, southern sections including Gibsons, beginning Friday morning, continuing into Friday evening. A moisture-laden funnel system is pushing onto the BC coast. Rainfall is expected to begin Friday morning and intensify through the afternoon. Rain at times heavy can be expected into Friday evening, when the precipitation will begin to taper off into a few showers. Up along the coast, there we got the wind warning, gusting to 110, overexposed coastal sections tonight and early Friday morning. That last big storm we had come through had there was 168 kilometer gust of wind I saw at Solander or somewhere like that. I mean, that's hurricane force, friends. These are strong storms sometimes.
Solander gets those all the time, though.
It does.
And it's also partially because I think it's the way the whole island is shaped as well. It allows the winds to accelerate.
Weather is weather.
Yeah, it exists.
Yes, it exists.
Are you going to try and discount my mountain waves just because it's how the terrain is? Like, that's what the weather does. Mountain waves aren't real. You heard it from Ryan.
No, it's not that they're not real. It's just the location at which the monitoring station was placed is not. It favors a high wind all the time. That is all.
Like that Cache Creek, it's all because of that rain shadow. That's not really what the weather's like in Cache Creek.
Yeah, it's heckin' rainy there, apparently.
No, we totally read what you're saying. Winds will ease off in the morning as the front moves off there. So look out. There's some winds coming tonight. That includes for here in the Caribou. Hopefully I don't lose power. No, I won't. It's Friday. Good. It's got to take its time to get here. Good. Friday morning to Friday. Better not lose power during the freaking World Series.
Could you imagine?
I can. Actually, that happened during the ALCS.
Yes. Here
no,
too.
ALDS, sorry.
I'm surprised you don't have a generator being all the way out in the middle out there in Wells.
I'm a hillbilly. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of the time the power goes out.
In the stove and calls it good.
He's a hillbilly. Yeah. He lights a fire and he's good to go.
I know, but Blue Jays.
Yeah, I mean, there's the one time. But that happened again. But it happened in 2015, though. We've had two weird power outages like that. One where like cliffhangers were like, it's going into extra innings or something like that. And the power went out for like 4 hours, and nobody in town knew if the Blue Jays had won the series or not.
Just make sure your phone is charged and you be streaming on your phone.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then same with during the election where it was Turdo against friggin' Harper's. And we're like, what happened? The power went out. When the power came back on, Harper was gone as well. It was awesome. So for Central Ontario, including Utsa Lake, Fort Fraser, Vanderhoof, Prince George, Quesnel, Williams Lake, 100 Mile House, you're going to have a windy Halloween. A frontal system will cross BC interior Friday as gusty winds to the region. Winds are forecasted to increase through Friday morning and ease early that evening. During last week's windstorm, downed trees and branches led to numerous power outages, which people told me did not happen. It's just rain, they told me. Oh, yeah, you should have seen. Like, you guys didn't see it. I took like a beating like on this one post of like, there must have been 100 comments from people. Just like the anti-atmospheric river crowd got a hold of my post. And
hopefully you got some Zuck bucks out of that.
Yeah, I think so. Rainfall for Terrace and Kitimat. I'm sorry, kids, you're trick-or-treating there. The intense funnel system will move through the area, bringing heavy rain to the region on Friday. Expected to begin Friday morning, intensify through the day, and taper off after you're done trick-or-treating. After.
That's going to be the case here, too. In fact, I'm pretty hyped because last time we had it dumping rain when we were trick-or-treating, we were in Portland, and apparently everybody's weenies, even though it's Portland. And we were out there for like an hour and a half, and then people are like, well, you're like the fourth people we've seen tonight. So here, mom and dad can have full-size candy bars too. It was awesome.
Right on.
I hope it's dumping rain, and I hope nobody's out tomorrow, and then we'll just be going door to door. And just, that year, my daughter filled a 5-gallon Home Depot bucket with candy. And we were only out for 2.5 hours.
So for anybody who's trick-or-treating in the White Pass,
Yeah,
there's 20
I'm
or 30
sure.
centimeters expected through Friday up there. And same without the middle of the Dempster Highway there. There is that one gas station in the middle of the Dempster Highway. You go out there and trick-or-treat. Can't even get there. Very strong easterly winds will develop Friday morning over other sections of the Dempster Highway, Richardson Mountains, combining with falling snow, creating blizzard conditions. Moderate strong easterly winds and falling snow over southern sections of Dempster near Tombstone Territorial Park and the Ogilvies may generate local blowing snow Friday morning. Winds will ease in the evening, though. There you go. There's your Halloween. We
Isn't
do also.
all blowing snow local blowing snow?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
they mean that it's not with.
I
It's not
know
over
what they mean, Ryan.
widespread area.
They should say localized.
I agree. Yeah, that's the bastards. They always get it wrong. Okay. High stream flow advisory for Kitimat and Kamano River. Tributaries as well. Also the Kingcome River. Here comes Brandon Hauk. Right on. Here comes Brandon Hauk tonight. Overnight, Thursday, Friday, an atmospheric river is expected to arrive on the north coast of British Columbia. He said it again. Scary. The storm will slide south along the coast on Friday, bringing moderate to heavy precipitation totals, possibly very heavy in some areas. Relatively warmer temperatures accompanying the storm will cause an increase in freezing levels. It's been nice today. Almost all of our snow melted off today, which may generate snow melt and rain on snow. The warming effect will be pronounced on the central and south coasts. Then on the north coast, so river conditions. Although the forecast precipitation totals for Thursday, Friday storm are not unusually high for BC coastal storms at this time of year, it's a continuation of a wet pattern for the coast. The ongoing sequence of storms may have a significant cumulative effect on stream flows. Rivers are expected to rise rapidly as the storm intensifies on Friday. The Kitimat, Kamano, and Kingcome watersheds may be particularly vulnerable to rapid flow increases due to recent heavy precipitation and high flows. However, in the weeks since the last large coastal storm, flows engaged river systems for both watersheds have declined substantially. Heavy rain and high stream flow bring risk of increased unstable banks, rivers, erosion, submerged roads, swift water hazards, flooding, and landslides. Stay clear of the banks of rivers. Don't drive your car through big puddles and stuff like that.
When I was a boy, we just called that rain.
We just called that rain back then. We were tough.
Yeah.
Unlike everyone's so weak these days, they can't just rain. It's rain. Don't you hear me? That's how they are, eh? It's like, don't you want to know is it a hurricane? Is it a tornado?
Is it a mid-latitude cyclone?
Yeah,
actually,
it's a kind of storm. Don't you name things? We don't like naming things.
I educated some people on Reddit about it was a fair question. They're just like, why aren't these called hurricanes? And so I left a comment saying I'm a meteorologist and here's why. And it's my most upvoted comment ever on Reddit. It's got over 2,000 upvotes.
Outvotes?
Upvotes.
Upvotes. Okay. Yeah, I don't totally know how Reddit works, but I get you. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like a big movement against reifications, It's a movement against ontology. It's like you cannot name things. Cannot know things. Do not differentiate thing from thing. So you make a forecast.
They're just so convinced that everybody's trying to fearmonger and all this stuff when 3/4 of the rain that we get out of the year here in Vancouver is out of atmospheric rivers. Like some of them are really bad and we try to highlight that. But every time we say atmospheric river, we're not meaning it's the end of the world.
No, it's mostly good things. But, for those people, we'll try to give you a forecaster tonight that won't trigger you. So here's a thing that just happened, and it hit these things down here and made things happen. And there it's going off there that way. Here's some things coming this way, and the things are dipping down that way, just so you know. So that's there you go. There's your weather forecast.
You almost said storm.
I tried not to so hard. It was really hard. Oh, look at that ridging. It was so nice today. It's gone. It's atmospheric river. Here comes the shit. And it's gonna snow here some more. Look at that, another storm. It doesn't ever want to stop, is there? There's like a million of them out there in the ocean.
It's November coming up.
Yeah, it is.
It's that time of year.
Rainiest
it's the most
month.
Wonderful time of the year.
Ugh.
We used to just call November rain.
Yes, it's just rain.
It's like, so this,
Mark and Ryan, you guys see in our group chat where I actually down on the coast last weekend, I had to buy a freaking umbrella. An umbrella.
Spot the tourist.
I was like, are you kidding me? But it was raining so hard. I'm like, holy. Yeah, I got a cave. I got a cave.
I have 3 umbrellas, and I'm not a tourist, and I'm proud to own an umbrella. It is okay.
I have an umbrella. I'll probably use it tomorrow night, actually.
He uses all 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
I've used it once. It's going to sit in my car till next time I go to the coast.
Probably. Oh,
yeah,
Melissa.
I mean, when it's raining that hard here, you just say, I have a house. I'm going to sit in it.
Right?
But
exactly.
in Vancouver, if you do that, you'll starve to death.
Like, we do not buy umbrellas up here in the north.
Nah, we're too tough for that stuff. We just call it rain up here.
Tough. But I had to cave. That was really sad.
Okay, so where's this soon-to-be ex-hurricane going?
It's heading to Newfoundland. Bye.
Yeah.
Ooh, it is going to scrape it.
It is.
It's going to
My
scrape
friends
her.
keep asking me if I'm coming to visit.
Are you?
No, if it didn't cost $1 million to get there in 7 days. I can get to Europe faster than I can get to St. John's.
Yeah, it's like hitting the Bahamas tonight, but it's a much weaker storm.
Bermuda.
Bermuda, that's right. What am I saying? Bahamas.
And it's moving a lot quicker than the 5 kilometers an hour it was moving over Jamaica.
That's like a rocket.
I'm supposed to be going to Jamaica next year. In
It
April.
might still have hurricane strength when it hits Newfoundland, it's saying.
Yep.
Wow.
But it'll be a post-tropical.
It's going to be freaking huge by that point. You know, the wind field's probably going to be halfway across Newfoundland.
Well, let's have a look.
Yeah, I disagree with them. I think you're right. But well, that is halfway across Newfoundland, I guess.
Kind of. Third, maybe.
Yeah, it's a third. They're wrong.
And really, when you're in Newfoundland, unless you're getting 120 kilometer an hour winds, they're laughing. It's just a windy day.
Yeah, I know. That's what,
Get out.
It's like they don't go inside unless it's gonna wreck your house wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife was looking at home prices in Newfoundland, and she's like, man, if we could get remote work and go there. And I was like, you know why they're so cheap? Like, you would hate it. The wind will be 10 kilometers an hour, and it'll be like 15 degrees outside, and her ears will hurt from being too cold.
That's you get 5 days a year like that in Newfoundland.
Yeah, and that's good.
Yeah,
that's good weather.
Yeah.
Look, it's got an H there still when it hits Newfoundland, so it may still actually.
It's white circle, so it's post-tropical.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, it's a white circle. So why was it still an H then? It should be just a.
Because it still has hurricane force winds.
All right. Okay, I'm learning.
There you go.
Jeepers.
But it will have undergone its post-tropical transition from a warm cyclone to a baroclinic system.
How cold can the water? How warm is the water up there? I was gonna say.
Well, there is the whatchamacallit. It's still warm relative.
We can answer that question.
We can look it up.
Yeah, it's warmer than Vancouver's water. I bet.
There we go.
I don't know.
Because of the Gulf Stream.
There's like mostly good trick-or-treating weather for a lot of people, not for a lot of BC, but for not for these guys here in the green area. Guess what? Before we look at BC weather, guess what? The motherfuckers are making us change our clocks.
Daylight saving time.
9C off Newfoundland.
Oh, that's cold.
That's definitely not hurricane warm, is it?
No.
So we got to change our clocks this weekend. I protest vehemently. I hate it.
I wish we were on standard time year round.
No, daylight saving time year round.
Daylight saving time year round. Thank you, Karen.
It should just be straight 24-hour clock
like,
everywhere.
Yes.
We tried that in the 70s and switched back rapidly because everybody hated it.
Who's we?
I think everyone in North America. I think the US and Canada did it together.
I don't think so.
It's Greenwich Mean Time. Everyone's on Greenwich Mean Time.
Oh, yeah. At UTC for everyone. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, Brandon.
Oh,
so
yes.
I found this book.
Oh, another book.
It is Canadian Top 10 Lists. I
Ooh.
have to read it thoroughly through, but
Oh, yeah.
it's got some fun facts about Canadian stuff,
Ooh. Fun
Canadian
facts.
trivia. So
There we
I'm
go.
gonna like test your brain here real soon.
Okay.
Because it says the opinionated, irrelevant, ridiculous, and factual best and worst of Canada.
Oh, nice. Anything geography.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'll get you. I'll get you good.
We got Frankie coming in like just a matter of seconds here, like 2 minutes from now. But we will look at this some more as we get into the show tonight, friends. We will look at this some more. Look at this. That is a beast, eh? Beast. Beast.
Gonna throw a lot of wind my way.
It's very mature though.
Yeah, unlike me.
Uh,
Dang it. I was just about to say it.
that said, our friends in Washington State are looking at maybe a little Lilo developing, though, which is going to be fun for them maybe Saturday.
Are you going to
man.
go down?
No.
Oh, Vampire Frankie's here.
Vampire Frankie's here. Okay, it's time to get on. But we'll talk about this some more, but a lot of you are going to have a crappy Halloween where it's going to be really wet and crazy. You better stay inside and watch baseball. Is what I'm thinking. You know, it's probably just the safest thing to do. Hey, Frankie.
I can't figure it out.
Oh, God, I meant to say Vampire Frankie McDonald. Good to see you,
Hi,
Vampire Frankie. Where's the rest of you guys' costumes? Brandon doesn't have one. Ryan doesn't got one on there. Karen's got no costume.
It's not Halloween.
Like 1 second.
This is the Halloween special. You know, it's like the Garfield special was. Garfield special was on, you know.
All right, give me a second.
On a Tuesday or something, you know, just whenever. The week of.
Brandon threw on his wig.
There we go. Everyone's getting dressed up now for the Halloween special.
I have.
And I'm going as the greatest Blue Jay ever, Brendan Little.
Putting it on.
Oh, the Bucky Beaver or whatever that thing is.
Love it.
It is. It's a Bucky onesie.
Okay, I'm going to start recording. Here, and I got to like find my Frankie intro clip and all that. Recording in progress. All right, everybody. It's the Halloween special here at the Comedy Meteorology Reports, your show about how much the weather sucks in Canada, eh? And yeah, I mean, at least in BC, it's going to suck pretty bad for Halloween. So we're here to talk about Halloween here on the live stream, of course, because we are live streaming on Joey Only Caribbean Weather Dude YouTube channel right now at this moment. And that's what we're doing. So I got all the gang here, of course. I got Frankie McDonald, the world's greatest weatherman. He's with us as well. And I got my wingman there, Brandon Houck, and our meteorologist, Mark Engels. And we got our storm chaser, Ryan Vodelainen. We got Karen Richards from Prince George here with us. He's part of my group that we run there on Facebook called Interior Weather and Wilderness Watchers. My name is Joey Only up here in Wells, BC, 3,953 feet above sea level, where I like to make the show, broadcast the show from. We'll talk about all that and more. Anyways, we got a big show for you. Hurricane talk and BC weather talk and more worldwide weather reports, you name it. We're going to ask Mark if there's weather in Japan and stuff like that. Let's go. Let's get on with it, everybody.
Well, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather we got. Wait a minute. Well, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather or not.
Yeah, maybe you're hearing us on Apple, Castbox, Spotify, or C for 88.7 FM in Prince George, CKUW 95.9 and Winnipeg, CFBX 92.5 Kamloops, and CHLS 100.5 in Lillooet. Or, of course, here on Joey Only Caribbean Weather Dude YouTube channel, where on Thursday nights we broadcast every night, every week. Okay, let's get on with it because we got a special guest here already. It's none other. That's not your standard Frankie McDonald that you know because he's been bitten and he's transformed into a hideous creature there. Vampire Frankie McDonald. How you doing so far, Vampire Frankie?
I do get okay. I am Dracula. I'm here.
You know, it's so This show is about how much the weather sucks in Canada, Dracula. And what's your favorite kind of weather to drink blood in?
Nice weather.
He likes to drink blood, nice weather, no sunshine, I guess either, eh?
Nice weather either. Because the light affects the hair harder.
Yeah, the light makes your skin like burn off or something, eh?
Glorious garden.
Yeah, what about garlic? Yeah, you don't want it raining garlic or pizza.
Not at all. We're grinding it.
But you do like it when it's raining blood, right, Dracula, right? Vampire Frankie McDonald.
Yeah.
Okay, are you gonna drink some green tea for us or something tonight?
I like other YouTube videos.
I do have a Vampire Frankie video for everyone tonight. Vampire Frankie McDonald, everybody. Anyone got a question for Vampire Frankie McDonald? He's pretty scary. I know it's hard to think about questions when you're so terrified.
I have a question for Vampire Frankie.
Meteorologist Mark.
Hello, Vampire Frankie. How are you?
I'm doing great so far.
Vampire Frankie, what do you think of Pumpkin Mark?
It's a great one.
Yeah, that's a good one, eh? For the radio listeners, Mark's got a giant vampire mask on, and Frankie's got a giant pumpkin head on. It's quite the show here. You wouldn't believe the costumes we all got on, and I'm dressed as the greatest Blue Jay, Brendan Little.
You might want to try that again.
Brendan Little's gonna win.
You might want to try that again.
He's gonna get the World Series save. I swear. The redemption.
If the radio
of Brendan.
listeners are paying attention, I, Mark, have the pumpkin head, and Frankie is Vampire Frankie.
Yes, I like to lie to the radio listeners because it gives them incentive to watch the show live, right?
I think that might be illegal.
I think so. I think it is illegal. Okay, well,
actually put on my hippie costume.
I like your hippie costume there. So yeah, Karen's got the hippie costume on now, and Ryan, what are you? You're some kind of a dog or?
No, I am Canada's national animal. I am a beaver.
Ah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our national animal, I thought, was a blue jay. Ha ha. Yeah.
No, the national animal was a Bucky's beaver, though.
Nobody needs to know it's a Bucky's beaver, but
the national anthem.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's get on with the world weather report here with Frankie McDonald. I don't know if you're going to be Vampire Frankie or he's going to be regular Frankie. We're going to have to find out in 1 minute. It's time. Hit the button.
Frankie! Can you yodel for us? Who has the worst weather in the world, Frankie?
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie!
Frankie McDonald, how you doing so far?
I'm doing great so far. Lots of rain in Nova Scotia, Toronto, and British Columbia. Then another big rainstorm heading for Nova Scotia on November 4th. That's the same day as Election Day down in the States. Then it's going to bring lots of rain in Ontario and Quebec and New York and Massachusetts, all those places. Even Vancouver and Seattle and Portland's getting lots of rain too. In California's getting a lot of Santa Ana winds and Halloween. That's going to trigger a lot of fires.
Oh, yeah, it's the fall fire season, eh?
In California, it's going to bring a lot of wind in Montreal where Bass Guy is. And guess, breaking news, Bass Guy was fixed in the studio for the whole month of October. And Bass Guy is getting the studio fixed. They're further fixing the studio to get ready for the Bass Guy show's return before Christmas.
Well, that's great. Yeah, good. Get that Bass Guy back on the air there, Frankie. So what else is going on in the world of weather?
And there's a big rainstorm heading for Sapporo, Haganeo, Japan, and east coast of Japan on Saturday.
Yeah, there is
that. It's going to bring really windy conditions in north St. Lawrence River. It's going to bring lots of snow there.
Oh, my God. Japan, eh?
Lots of snow in northern Quebec. Then you got some really dry weather in central states like Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota. You got really warm air in New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona with Santa Ana winds. Gary and Dino's getting Santa Ana winds in Phoenix, Arizona too.
Yeah, the Gary and Dino show. I like those guys.
They're getting Santa Ana winds where Gary and Dino is at. And they're getting Santa Ana winds in Las Vegas as well.
And so the Santa Ana winds, everybody, just so you know, they make the fires sometimes blow. So be careful. There may be some fire stories coming up.
Then they got another storm heading on November 4th as well. Then they got some more big storm in the middle of next week in Vancouver and Seattle and Portland and all those places. Atmospheric river is going to kick up in the high gear in Vancouver, BC, and Seattle, Portland. Coming all the way from Hawaii. There's supposed to be a big snowstorm on November the 8th possible in Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
It's a possible big snowstorm in Minnesota and parts of Wisconsin.
Well,
It's
just
really
over
dry in Mexico right now. And lots of rain and thunderstorms going on in Guatemala's a little bit of showers, so it's Costa Rica, El Salvador, Niger, Honduras. A lot of rain and thunderstorms in Panama right now. A lot of rain and thunderstorms in Colombia, Venezuela, parts of Bolivia, parts of Ecuador, parts of Peru. In northern Chile is really dry. In southern Chile is lots of rain in coast areas, and snow up in the mountains, and lots of snow up in lots of rain in Amazon rainforest in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro is gradually getting rainy season, so is Sao Paulo, Brazil. Alucia, Argentina is really cold right now and windy conditions in Falkland Islands. Then they got a big wind. Then they got Hurricane Melissa heading directly for St. John's, Newfoundland.
Yeah, it's going to bypass her a little bit, eh? It's going to take some wind and rain, I think, in Newfoundland this weekend.
Yes, there's a big windstorm in UK, Wales, Scotland, Ireland. It's going to bring snow up in the mountains of Norway. Then you got some lots of rain in France. Just like, do you remember that we had a lot of heavy rain in Paris 2024 opening ceremony? It rained during the opening ceremony of the Olympics last summer.
Yeah, you can't plan around that, can you?
They can't change plans because it's a historical event.
Yeah, I just got to sit there and take it.
Because it's a historical event, it's the biggest event ever.
Biggest event ever, yeah. What else, Frankie? What's going on?
Spain's getting lots of rain and thunderstorms, and so Portugal, Morocco's getting dry weather. Parts of Algeria, parts of Libya is getting lots of showers in the forecast. Egypt is really dry. Turkey is really dry. Albania, Greece, Croatia, Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia, and Bosnia, and Macedonia, and all those places. It's really dry in Italy right now. Then it gets the rain heading towards Poland, Belarus, and even Moscow, Russia. Time falls back this weekend.
I know. I hate it.
There's a big storm heading towards Sapporo, Hagedale, Japan on September 1st. November 1st. It's going to bring high winds and heavy rain in Sapporo, Japan.
When do their clocks change back?
They don't change.
They don't change their clocks. Wow.
Not Japan.
Yeah, think about forward-thinking people. Practical.
It's going to bring powerful winds in Sapporo, Japan on November 1st. It's going to bring really powerful winds in Hagedale, Japan, and Sapporo, Japan, and all those places. And Taiwan is gradually getting a dry season. Lots of typhoons heading for Philippines next week possible. There's a big typhoon heading towards Philippines late next week as well. It's going to bring powerful typhoon in Philippines. It's really dry in northern China, but cold. It's really getting colder in northern Mongolia. And warm air fighting back in southern Mongolia. In Gobi Desert in China, it's really dry right now. Siberia is getting really cold right now. Then it got snow in the forecast in Siberia. Lots of rain, thunderstorms in Hong Kong, Cambodia, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam, Laos, and Myanmar and Bangladesh. India's monsoon season is gradually ending. They still got some showers in the forecast in Mumbai, India. And still finishing off some monsoon season in India. New Delhi's getting drier right now. Pakistan's really dry in Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Syria, but it's still hot there. In the Middle East, like Saudi Arabia, in Arab Emirates, Oman, Yemen, Qatar, and all these places. And it got some thunderstorms and rain forecast in southern Nigeria, southern Ghana, and all those places. It's really dry as the Sahara Desert right now. And the places like in southern Africa, a lot of rain, thunderstorms in Angola, Gabon, Congo, DR Congo, Uganda, and Botswana, Mozambique is dry for now. Then it's going to turn lots of rain in Mozambique. South Africa has got warm air, cold air fighting each other. Madagascar has lots of showers in the forecast. So La Réunion and Mauritius Islands, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia are getting a lot of severe thunderstorms. And Brisbane, Australia is getting severe thunderstorms with hail and heavy downpours and large hail and tornadoes. Then it gets the cold air heading towards So Western Australia. Perth is getting a little bit of cool weather right now. It's going to get really, really, really hot soon in Perth, Australia. Then in Northern Australia is getting into the rainy season. And like Darwin, Australia. And down New Zealand, the weather there is lots of showers and lots of dry weather in Auckland, New Zealand, Gisborne, New Zealand, New Plymouth, New Zealand, Hawke's Bay, Napier, New Zealand, Hamilton, New Zealand, Wellington, New Zealand, Grey Mountain, Nelson, New Zealand, Christchurch, Invercargill, Dundee, New Zealand, Queenstown, New Zealand. Then it got to rain. Not much rain in the forecast in New Zealand next week. Antarctica will be 24-hour daylight soon. And up in the Arctic will be 24-hour darkness. Stormiest time of the year in New Zealand is June, July, and August, and September. That's their winter. Time already spread ahead in New Zealand already.
Who do you think has which trick-or-treaters have the worst Halloween forecast? Where in the world would you be the worst place to go trick-or-treating?
Nova Scotia and British Columbia, both sides of the country.
Both sides. That's there you go.
And Sapporo, Japan. That's another thing.
So if you live in Sapporo or you live in BC or Nova Scotia, just stay home. No sense going trick-or-treating.
Then there's
Watch
supposed to be a big
baseball.
storm on Remembrance Day, too.
Just watch baseball.
Just wait till Remembrance Day. Could be a big storm on Remembrance Day.
Are you going to watch baseball, Frankie?
Yes. Not only that, Grey Cup is in November.
Yeah, well, Great Cup. But World Series, Frankie.
And the Grey Cup, too, that's another thing.
Yeah.
That means
Grey
supposed
Cup,
to get a storm on the Remembrance Day according to long-range forecast. Supposed to get a storm in Nova Scotia and British Columbia on Remembrance Day.
It's like, the world doesn't really see like the Grey Cup and the World Series as being like equal in any way.
Grey Cup is coming up in some point in November. Then they got Super Bowl in February.
Super Bowl, yeah, that's closer to the World Series, I guess. But I prefer the Grey Cup. I don't know. I've never been into the football too much, but I tell you, baseball's always been my sport. It's a sport I played. It's a sport I love. Love it. Who's going to win the World Series, Frankie?
Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. Tomorrow night?
Yes. Just wait. I got news for you.
Game 6.
We might get a storm on Remembrance Day on my side. Never know.
Is the windstorm in BC? It's because we got wind warnings in effect all over BC right now, Frankie. Is it going to knock out the power? Are we going to be able to see the Blue Jay game here?
Sure, you have to try.
I'm scared. What if the Blue Jays win and I can't watch it?
Hey, Joey, what about Remembrance Day, November 11th?
I don't really know much about that storm yet. Are you talking like in BC's future? Because it's just
in
like
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Because over here, Frankie, it's just like storm after storm after storm after storm after storm out there. There's a million storms in the Pacific.
It's supposed to be lots of typhoons in the Philippines next week.
There's like 50,000 storms in the Pacific right now, and they're all coming right to BC. It's one after another every week. And what they do is they make you think it's going to be nice out. Because it starts like today, it was all nice. Like, oh, wow, the weather's getting better. And then it's like, psych. Okay, time for Russian weather with Frankie, the Russian weather report. Here's a meteorite going across the sky. Where's this one, Frankie? Is this in Russia too?
Yes. The name of that place in Russia is called.
He's got a big meteorite going right across the sky.
Do we know
there.
if it's a meteorite? Otherwise, is it just a meteor if it hasn't landed? It's been found on Earth.
Oh, Ryan, getting technical on us.
Yeah.
What about that? Euroslavia, Russia.
There you go. Yeah, Russia. So they got a big comet there. That's what happened in 1908 there, Frankie. A big comet or a big meteorite, I guess, hit the Earth that made a big explosion. It was called the Tunguska event, Frankie. And it just shows you that you can't stand up to a meteorite at all. Like they will win.
Over Moscow.
Holy cow. Are you sure it's a meteor? Maybe it's Ukrainian missiles.
It's a meteor.
We could always hope. Maybe it's Ukrainian drone attacks. Getting revenge on Russia there. Okay, promised I wouldn't talk politics this week.
It's the meteor.
Okay, it's a meteor. You're right. 1967 Meteor. It was a great car. I enjoyed that car immensely. Here it is going right past some big buildings, everybody. It's big. It's green. It's got a big tail. And then it kind of has a little explosion and then starts to disintegrate into little chunks. Little chunks. A big meteor right over Moscow. And so Frankie's giving us lots of videos of this meteor. And you can't call it a meteorite, right?
Exactly.
You can't call it a meteor, right?
Wrong.
A meteor, right? That's pretty. My kids aren't here, but I still retain my ability to tell really bad jokes that aren't funny. Hey, here's more of the meteor. It's 1 million people saw it. Everyone in Russia saw this meteor.
There's a aurora in that place in Russia.
We got an aurora borealis there in Russia.
Novi Urengoy, Russia.
Novo Urengoy there. And it's quite for those of you on the radio, you can't see, but it's green and it's got a little bit of pink on the edge there. And it looks like some kind of a weird creature from the ocean swimming around. It's always bizarre looking. Sometimes the auroras do really weird things, Frankie. Have you ever seen an aurora?
Never in my own life, in my own eyes.
Oh, we got to get you to see a Northern Lights, Frankie.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. Except every time we have Northern Lights here, it's snowing or raining. Anytime anything interesting's happening, they're like, there's a comet right now. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure there is. You know, in June when we can see the sky again, I hope it's still there. But we had blue sky today. It was great in Wells. Even got well above zero, and all our snow melted off, Frankie. It was a wonderful day today. That's quite the aurora. So they got the aurora in Russia. It's quite a northern place, of course. Got a lot of country that can see the aurora there. Hey, we got more Russian world weather from Kirill Bakanov there. Frankie's favorite Russian weather nerd there.
Look at the rainfall in.
Okay, we got disaster news. Where's this, Frankie? Where's this rain? It's like everyone's flooded, Frankie. Where is this? He won't tell us. He's going to make us guess.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Of course. They had a big hurricane right near there this week, Frankie. Hurricane Melissa, and it had the biggest wind gust ever recorded in a hurricane. 388 kilometers an hour. And in Haiti, like 25 people or more died, Frankie, because they had a big water slide. The river overflowed its banks. And killed a lot of people. There. Mighty bad. And these are places that didn't even get hit directly by the hurricane, but they still got so much rain that they're flooded.
That's so much rain there.
That's so much rain, Frankie. There's cars right up past their tires, sitting in the rain.
There's severe flooding in Brunswick, New York.
Yulia, you just don't understand what's happening here. You just don't understand what's happening here. Смотри, Papa. We're stuck. We're flooded. My car is flooded. Within 30 minutes, look what happened here. It is crazy here.
Where's this one, Frankie?
Very dangerous. It's nuts.
New York City? Holy cow, that is crazy. That's a lot of rain. When did that happen? I didn't even hear about this one.
I'm pretty sure that was today.
It's today? Wow. Yesterday. New York City has been destroyed, everybody, just like the movies.
My partner, Colin, is off to New York tomorrow.
Does he know that it's destroyed?
Well, he already knows about the wind advisory. He's been texting me, and he's flying in, and he doesn't want to fly now tomorrow.
Yulia, you just don't understand what's happening.
Is he taking his swim trunks?
It's Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn. Okay, as long as it's not Manhattan.
It's more like Brooklyn than Brooklyn. It's more like Raging Lakeland than Brookland.
They're always flooding in Brooklyn, it seems.
That's a lot of flooding. Yeah, cars are just swimming. Like they're like little islands in a big lake of Brooklyn. Lake Brooklyn.
But I don't see one person in a canoe, kayak, or other.
No, they also don't hunt much down there. There's no hunting in New York City. It's weird. I don't know how people eat. So here's all the flooding in New York City Frankie's got us. And yeah, you shouldn't drive through water like that, should you? It's not smart.
That's Spain.
Spain, eh? Here we go in Spain. Same thing. Cars just flooded. Cars everywhere. It's like the faucet got turned on this week and floods just happened all over the place, Frankie. There's so many floods. Even the north coast of BC had some flooding last weekend from the atmospheric river.
And I thought the rain only fell on the plain in Spain.
Wow, yeah, there was like cars and underground carports that were basically going to be completely underground. Here's a guy who's sitting in on the edge of his car that's in the middle of nowhere. We got storm drains exploding, we got cars driving through water, acting like everything's normal here. Water coming out of toilets. Oh my God.
Toilets.
They got turds floating around in a restaurant there. KFC full of turds there in Spain. I didn't even know they had KFC in Spain. And here's a sign. And you can't see anything because the guy's just filming a sign, the back of a sign. Like, come on, guy, you can do better than that. They're trying to mop water that's up to their knees. Like, that's not going to work.
Claro que con la rampa de San Laureano bajan para acá, macho.
Yeah, I think
People
so
are just too
too.
busy saying.
We got some
Jason,
fake
imagine
heads.
being at one of those stores and water's rushing in like a waterfall.
That's pretty wild, Frankie. That's Spain. And people are on like a bus or something, and there's water just coming through. Driving through puddles. She's very upset. Raining still, water raining. The whole world is getting destroyed by water this week, Frankie. Happy Halloween. It's a water horror show. What do we got here? Is this is the hurricane?
Windstorm in Spain.
Windstorm in Spain for this video. Again, cars that are just in water. It's all brown and terrible looking water. Like you wouldn't want to feed it to your dog.
Or coyote or wild animals or cows.
Yeah, you shouldn't feed it to your coyote or your wild animals or cow
What
either.
about,
It's not.
what about beef cattle and dairy cattle?
Yeah, don't let your horses drink it either, Frankie.
Or
That brown
especially
water.
beef cows.
There's probably more turds than water in that water.
That means the cows wouldn't want to drink that beef cattle.
Well, cows don't care what they drink. They're crazy. They'll just stand right in the water and they'll defecate into it and then drink it. And they'll like as they're drinking, they'll pee into it. I've seen it lots. I grew up around. Ah! Look, I'm sorry. Just don't hurt me. Ah, the Brandon Houck report. I gotcha. The time for the Brandon Houck report there. I think Brandon's back, and if he's not, we're going to run his clip anyways and then just sit here for a few minutes until he's back. You know, that's what we always do around here.
The Brandon Houck report.
Oh, hi. This is the Brandon Houck report.
Brought to you by
Smoking Good Barbecue.
Hi, Brandon.
Yes, he is here.
Ah!
He has arrived.
Oh, my God. What are you?
I don't know what I am.
So,
Yeah, figure out a name for
Grandpa Houck here.
this. Yeah.
Okay, give us one horrifying weather report there. What for Western Canada? What do you got? We want to hear about how bad it's going to be for BC, even Winnipeg, everywhere. Tell us, friggin' right across the West, how bad she going to be.
Oh, right
I'm going to
across
sit back
the
here and
west.
have a nap.
All right, enjoy your nap because I can't. Doesn't recognize my face. Hold on. Whoop. There we go. Okay, so yes, here we go. We've got a spooky, spectacular forecast. Oh yes. As you can tell, I'm just trying to be a witch and famous here, because this weather forecast is pretty much bone to the wild. Oh my goodness. So, as we get into everything that you need to know, first off, we've got low pressure moving on to the Pacific coast. That's going to produce quite a bit of rain and wind as well. There's already wind warnings, as you could tell. And this is getting really hot in here. Woo! It is getting hot. In the mask, especially. Not so hot in the eastern prairies. We've got temperatures, slightly below average again for tomorrow. That's right. We've got some snow showers today in Saskatchewan. Regina, Saskatoon got into the snow showers. And, Manitoba, you've kind of missed out on most of the snow showers. You've mostly been in the rain shower realm there. And we've got temperatures pushing, teen temperatures here in Alberta today and again tomorrow. We're probably going to be a little frosty tonight, but then as you go into Halloween, we're going to see temperatures hovering into the low teens, which will be plenty of spectacular. Meanwhile, we've got the storm moving to the east. I guess Halloween's been suspended in Charlottetown for a night, so they're going to do it on Saturday night instead because of the rain and wind. But, anyways, that's their decision there. We're gonna. I know BC. I know they don't cancel Halloween for an atmospheric river and and a lot of wind, so they're gonna keep on trick or treating tomorrow night. That's for sure. On the Halloween night, that's what's gonna go on, and then we've got the next system that's gonna really start to move in as we well, pretty much the same system. It's gonna be impacting Alberta on Saturday with some very strong winds across the south. Could be dealing with winds potentially gusting anywhere from 90 to 100 kilometers an hour. Oh yes, it's gonna be a windy one, and we'll see some showers blasting through. Could get some snow up in the Hinton high level area, or yeah, Hinton and Jasper area as we go Saturday into Sunday. And then we could, might even see a thunder shower Sunday afternoon in the far southwest portion of Saskatchewan. How about that?
Thunder shower in Saskatchewan on Sunday,
Maybe a
November
thunder shower.
2nd.
Start off November, just for the fun of it, you know? The temperatures will look to stay in the teens to start off next week here. All right.
That's because the gods are mad that we're setting the time back.
Who's your plastic surgeon, Brandon? Because they do a great job.
Oh, thanks. Yes.
Oh no! What happened?
He's Gilligan now.
Gotta see my papers here. Okay. It's fogging up in there. All right. All right. So, a couple of really cool things, you know, a couple of interesting stories that popped up on the Facebook there. A New Zealand teen swallowed 200 magnets. That was bad decision on his part there. Yes. Oh, yes. And finally, two brothers in the UK grew the world's largest pumpkin. That's right. Apparently, they are the world's loneliest brothers. There we go. All right. That will do it for the this edition of the Brandon Houck Report on this. Oh, yes.
I have questions. How about these maggots? How did the person swallow 200 maggots?
Oh, magnets.
Oh, magnets.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet he has a magnetic personality now.
Yep. Does.
Joey, you've got the button to kick him out, right?
Yeah, any one of you as I want there.
Yeah, kick him out. Just kidding.
Starting with you, Mike. Okay, want to see my costumes? Okay, this is my first costume. This is me as Blue Jay fan. Ready? You like that? My next one.
Oh, let's go, Jet!
My next costume is gonna be. I'm talking. My next costume is gonna be Dodgers fan. Okay, now you talk for a minute. You got to talk now, someone.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm not a Dodgers. Oh, you just want me off the screen? You want to be off the screen? All right,
screen
here we go.
I'm a Dodgers fan now.
They took our World Series. Man, Blake Snell's so he's the greatest player in the world. Dodgers fan in a Blue Jays jersey. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was freaking good. That's good, Joey.
You're not supposed to see the Blue Jay jersey still on.
You're gonna have to talk louder, Joey.
Try to hide it. Okay. Enough of that weird face stuff. Now, Brandon Houck
to the
report.
normal weird face.
Okay. Meteorologist Mark, what are you dressed up as for Halloween this year?
All right. Well, actually, I'm not going to wear this on Halloween because it's not waterproof. But I got my giant pumpkin head on. This thing's like what, 2 feet in diameter, probably. It's got a witch hat and a little bow tie sort of thing going on. It's awesome. I wore it to pick my daughter up from school today, and this was not the first time I've worn it to her school. And apparently, the children have come up with a theme song for me. And like. There was a crew of like third graders following me as I walked my daughter out of the parking lot and up to the sidewalk, just singing the theme song. And like, it was a good theme song, but I'm not going to repeat it here because it's probably copyright.
Well, it's great because at this age, like you do that, and like you're the most popular dad in the whole school. But in 10 years from now, when you do that, like you're going to ruin her life.
Yeah, elementary school. This is the first time I wore it. So we go and we stand outside the teacher's classroom, right? And I could see my daughter in there shouting, "That's my dad! That's my dad!"
Yeah,
it was
when you
pleasant.
do it, when they're 15, it won't be that cool anymore.
It won't. It'll be. Oh my God, whose dad is that? That's not my dad.
But all the boys will love it, though.
Will they?
Well, I guess we'll find out here in about 10 years.
I just got the fat check for pushing that.
My name, Mark Ingalls.
Pushing that agenda. It says here, HARP, climate change, whatever. In my
meteorologist Mark, he just back from Japan, and we're all wondering, all the weather specialists and nerds and all the good people out there. We don't know much about Japan. It's a mysterious place to us. We don't. So we're all dying to know. Do they have weather?
They do have weather. In fact, it was quite pleasant while we were there. Most days were drizzly and around 20 degrees. Perfect weather for out walking around town. 2 days did get pretty warm there. It was sunny and 24 on the day in Disneyland when I called into the show. That was too hot for me. And I think it was too hot for all of us. We actually ended up leaving Disneyland early because my daughter was a little bit too cranky to be taken around Disneyland in a foreign land. But she was fine the rest of the trip. It was a great time. I went to the Japan Meteorological Agency while we were there because obviously that's in the national capital of Tokyo. And I got the little mascot plush. So everything in Japan has a mascot, and the JMA is the same. It's a little sunshine with a smiley face sitting on a cloud that has rain under it, and it's got little feet, and it even has a hand that's holding a baton that it uses to point out the weather on the weather report. And I
It
saw
uses
this
to beat climate deniers with.
Yeah, that's right. So I saw
When
this
you're like, that's just rain. It's like, whack. Shut up.
Yeah, that's right. I saw this for 660 yen, and I was like, heck yeah, man. And the guy that got it for me handed it to my daughter. And I was like, no, that's for me, sir.
Yeah.
And I want one now. Now I have to go back to Japan.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I didn't know this existed when I was in Tokyo last time, the same time last year.
There's a meteorology museum in the Japan Meteorological Agency. It's called the Minto Science Museum. Minto is the neighborhood that it's in. And it's got really neat exhibit. They have a one of those like 10-foot tall tornado simulator things that like has the mist and spins it around, and it also does a typhoon. And that was really fun to watch. One of the guys there, like we really did a lot of international sign language when we were in Japan. But when I was there, I had to tell everyone at the museum, I had to tell everyone that I'm a meteorologist. And so I typed out onto Google Translate, I am a meteorologist in Canada. And most of the people there had some broken English. And so we were talking about the Hunga Tonga eruption and how the ash went all the way up to the mesosphere. But trying to communicate mesosphere was really difficult until I was just like, F this. And I typed in mesosphere, showed him the thing, and he's like, oh, yes, right. And he knew what I was talking about. It was a really good time.
People use English words for everything all over the world, eh?
Well, not there, not for mesosphere. They have a different word for it.
Is the Japanese, meteorological museum, is it got English too?
So it's like half and half. So half of the stuff has English labels. But a lot of the interactive stuff is only in Japanese.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, could you imagine if some of these countries, like you go to Holland, you know, and everyone's like speaking to you in Dutch and everything's in Dutch, and then you leave and they're like, oh, finally he's gone. We can go back to speaking in English.
Joey, what do you think my daughter's favorite food was in Japan?
It wasn't something Japanese though, was it?
I'm not give you any hints.
Because you probably told us in like the group chat that you're like, because I know you went to some restaurants. I'm like, how come you're not going to sushi? Why don't you go to a Japanese restaurant? And
Well, okay, so we didn't go to sushi because none of us are really into seafood, but we did do a lot of Wagyu beef, gyoza, which is like dumplings and stuff like that. So we did have Japanese food, but not sushi and also we were really hesitant to be adventurous with food because on menus that had English translations, the English translations didn't make sense. And then when you try to, Ryan's nodding his head. He knows. And then when you try to like take a picture of it and run it through Google Translate, that translation also doesn't make sense. And so for food that I didn't recognize, I wasn't really sure. And so we kind of let that one slide. If I recognized it, I was willing to eat it, but the translations did not do anything.
well, the good news is they have IKEA in Japan.
I did not go to IKEA.
I went.
Oh, what the heck?
So
No,
if Joey's not going to answer, I'm going to say McDonald's cheeseburger for your
Oh,
daughter.
you're so close, Karen. It's McDonald's French fries.
Yeah, I was gonna say French fries.
So close.
They did have a roasted soy sauce burger at McDonald's, and that was it. Like we need that in Canada yesterday. Also, they had triple stack burgers at McDonald's, and I was passing on that, but I know a few people who would love that, even though they shouldn't have it.
Well, they call it a Big Mac here, and it's like it's as big as my thumb.
And they did have that Japanese burger available this summer, by the way, at McDonald's.
They did.
I had it.
That's true. When they did that promo, I had the German burger, and I thought that it was going to be an onion ring on it, and I bit into it, and it was a potato.
It was actually an intestine.
I was like, this is fine, but I was a little disappointed that it wasn't an onion ring.
It was actually yeah. Okay.
So that's that. I found a paper. The report on the Jasper wildfire was released, like from the government, was released last week. You can find this on the Government of Canada website. The title is Jasper 2024 Wildfire Complex Documentation, Reconstruction, and Analysis. So
I
if
should
you
make a
caught
video
all
about
that,
this.
yeah, you should. If you caught all that, then go type that into the Google machine. And if you didn't, find us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and Castbox to hear it again. So there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about here that were really fascinating to me. And of course, like as I go into this, I don't want people to think that I'm rooting for a big wildfire, right? It's really hard to, as a meteorologist, kind of like vocalize how it is incredible to see the power of nature. But at the same time, I do not want any of these horrible things to happen, right? This was a horrible event. Brandon Houck especially knows about this as he was covering that on the radio. So I want to make it clear, like, this is a horrible event, but it's important to do post-event analyses like this to try and get a better handle on how we can handle this situation better from all aspects of it, from weather forecasting, both in the lead up and during the event, the response to it, stuff of that nature. So this is a really fascinating report. A couple of things that I wanted to highlight. So the fire was started by lightning. I think most of us here know that. And what happened was within 6 minutes of the initial lightning strikes that started the fire, it was actually two fires at the very beginning and it kind of merged together. But within 6 minutes, it was already crowning. Like, that's insane. You can't do anything with that. In fact, it specifically says high intensity fire activity was observed within 10 minutes of ignition, indicating that there was no opportunity for effective suppression. And this fire started, in the mountains. It's not like it was right next to the highway. And so there's like,
No,
if
hit
you're
the ground
crowning-
running, and by the time you get an initial attack crew in there, it's already 50 hectares.
Right, exactly. And it's crowning at 50 hectares. Right. So there's the fact that so much of Jasper was able to be saved is a miracle in its own right. And that the city was able to be evacuated. Again, Brandon Houck helped with that. And that's just incredible. That side of it went, I think, as well as it could have. And that's kind of like the underlying theme of the response section of it, is that they did the best they could with the information that they had, and it went as well as it could have gone.
Well,
The
then
other
at
thing,
the same time that was going on is when our fire took its run and Wells evacuated, right? And I was working that
right,
fire.
that's right.
I was working that fire. And we had crews that were here, and like literally like the fire was like at the camp. It was pretty intense, and there was like hailstones falling at the same time on them. Like, whereas we were
Right.
held outside and not physically in town when that was going on. So we showed up the
Right.
next day. I am teaching wildfire course next month. Well, the S211 wildfire weather course, which is good because I need money. it's good to have some courses to teach next month. Continue, Mark.
Okay, so on day 2 of the fire, so the fire started on July 22. On July 24 was a really active day for the wildfire. And I kind of skimmed through this while I was at work today, so I didn't get all of the details. But what really stood out to me was the winds driven by the fire activity were insane. There are photos in this report of forests where the trees are snapped off halfway up the trunk.
I believe there was a fire NATO.
They're still investigating whether there was or not. They're not sure because the damage is so chaotic. But whether it was a fire NATO or straight line winds or some other event, snapping off trees.
It was the twisting and ripping. I thought that there was indications of, and like,
right, they're just not sure if that happened during the peak wind. So it's not clear if this damage was from the peak wind or if that happened after. I think is the case. And so when you snap off trees, we're not talking uprooting trees and tipping them over. It requires less wind to uproot a tree and tip it over than to snap off that tree mid-trunk and blow half of the tree away.
Well, it's resisting getting tipped over.
Right. And there were pieces of gravel embedded within the trees, the parts of the trees that were still standing, up to 3 millimeters in diameter. So a little over the size of quarters, pieces of gravel. Is that right? No, that's not right. It's 2.5 centimeters. So anyway, 3 millimeter gravel embedded within trees from the wind. They estimate that wind speeds peak at around 265 kilometers an hour, driven solely by the fire dynamics. There was not a windstorm, like it was kind of breezy on this day, but there was not a windstorm occurring, especially I think this was in the Athabasca Valley. Yeah, upper Athabasca Valley. There was not a windstorm occurring. In fact, when they do the model analysis, without the fire present, the wind would have been quite light in the valley. So 260 kilometer an hour winds. And imagine that.
Well, that seems fishy to me because we had a cold front going through, and that's why our winds were so crazy and our fire took off.
Well, the ridges were pretty strong, but the valley, the orientation of the wind direction was such that the valley would have been sheltered. So the ridges had I think it was 50 kilometer an hour winds or something like that. And even that's ridiculously short of the 260 that they quote in this report. And then they also say So they say that it's on the scale of an EF4 or 5 tornado in Jasper. And then they also say that this damage pattern was observed over parts of the 2023 Grouse Complex wildfire in West Kelowna.
Yeah.
So, like, we obviously know wildfire, the risk of your house burning down or your business burning down or any of this stuff. But, like, if you stay when you're told to evacuate, what are you going to do when the fire's coming at you with winds of 260 kilometers an hour? And like California's largest tornado on record was an EF3, and that was a tornado created by a wildfire. And the National Weather Service in Reno has issued tornado warnings that verified based on radar signatures of tornadoes created by wildfires. So like this isn't like it's horrifying to read
This
some
is
of
a
the stuff that
behavior
happened.
that happens during rank 6 extreme fire.
And BC has
This
a
is-
confirmed tornado, a fire tornado as well. That happened, what was that, 2 years ago? And
2
that was
years
actually
ago.
near Vancouver, yeah.
That was
200 kilometers to the
Lillooet.
north. Yeah.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened.
I
Yeah,
didn't
somewhere
know
near
that.
Lillooet.
Anyway, so this is a really fascinating report. And again, it's horrible what happened to Jasper, but just the stuff that was going on here is just insane. So I recommend you look this up if you have an interest in it. Again, it is the title of the report in standard government legalese. It's Jasper 2024 Wildfire Complex Documentation, Reconstruction, and Analysis. So that was my light reading today, and probably will be tomorrow as well. But yeah, it's important that we do these reanalyses so that we know if there's anything we can do better and how we can do that better. So yeah, that's my report tonight. Sorry it took so long. I guess we got 10 minutes left, so I'll shut her off there.
I see you're reading about photons. Yeah, just a little light reading. A little light reading there. Ryan Vodalainen, we got a couple minutes before Frankie comes back too. He's gonna want his he's gonna be hot on the video. I got a good video for you this week. Good Frankie video. What's going on with you? So what do you think for trick or treating in Vancouver tomorrow?
It's going to be wet. That is what I have to say about that, unfortunately. But we're used to the rain down here. So
Fortunately,
we're not going to let 50 millimeters of rain near the central areas of the Lower Mainland. 50 tonight, 80 plus along the mountains, and probably like 30 around where Mr. Ingalls is. But we'll get out there. We'll get wet. It's fine. Just have your clear poncho on, or have something rainproof underneath your costume. It'll be good to go. I will not be wearing this, but I will be at my brother's place checking out my niece and nephew out trick-or-treating. And then I passed by the Penthouse today on my way, and they always have some catchy signs. And they had one about the and now I can't find it. What did I do?
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah. But I had this though. Boss, we should decorate our office for Halloween. Employees, no need. This place is a nightmare already every day. Hopefully you don't have an office like that. But it is rainy season coming up. Time changes this weekend. I know we're not happy about it, but I will be happy that I won't hear people say daylight savings time, because it's saving time, because daylight is one thing.
No, it's not one thing. It's many things.
It's many things. Either way, it's daylight saving time.
All the photons.
Saving time.
Your savings on all the photons.
Not savings, saving.
Okay.
No S. So I won't have to hear people incorrectly pronounce it this weekend. But that happens on Sunday morning at 2 a.m. Except for Saskatchewan, parts of BC. I think that's it.
I think the whole system is an absolute disaster. They should just abolish daylight savings time altogether. Just stick to one time. Because I know a lot of the transit system in Winnipeg gets messed up when the clocks change. But anyways.
Yeah, they gotta shoot the guy who started that, eh? Shoot the guy who started that. What about Winnipeg's weather for Halloween there, Mike?
Well, I was just looking at info, and it looks like it's going to be actually a warm Sunday. Tomorrow, particularly, is going to be like it was cold, cloudy today. I think it's going to be much of the same tomorrow. I saw only temperature about 0 to about 4 degrees for tomorrow evening, so it's not looking good for the trick or treaters. But at least it's not going to snow.
Cold ain't so bad.
Yeah, I remember my mom in the 1980s. She said that she would go to trick or treating in the middle of a snowstorm. So
yeah, it's always snowing here at Halloween. It's like never fails.
The good news is though we're expecting to have a couple of brief warm-ups on Sunday and Monday with highs in the teens. Then after spooky cold returns with highs in the single digits and overnight lows in the minuses. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm dressed up as a Jets fan, so. Plus, I got the cold blue to recognize the cold that's coming this way. Looking at the long range, it looks like some low pressure systems are going to begin coming off the coast of BC, which will bring our first potential at snow on Friday and on Sunday next week. And then it looks like we're going to be trapped in this continuing flip flop between warm and cold, and I think it might put an increased risk for ice storms happening over the prairie provinces, because when you get that warm and cold air in the upper levels, sometimes you get that layer where it's like, 0 to 1 degrees, a couple 100 feet up. I've seen it happen in Manitoba in other years where we get a transition over to cold. So,
Frankie,
you got the video of the week. You edited things like this. You got the video.
I got the video of the week right here. Frankie, the scary, spooky, horrifying Frankie video of the week. Are you ready for it?
I have a funny story, though.
Is everybody else ready for it? Well, sorry. It's Frankie video of the week time. We got 7:53. Awesome. Okay. Here we go.
This is Frankie McDowell, my own team station live from Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Hurricane warning! Earthquake warning! Hurricane warning! Earthquake warning!
Hurricane Melissa heads towards Jamaica on Monday, October the 27th, 2025. It's going to bring up to 400 to 500 millimeters of rain, including Kingston, Jamaica. It's going to bring a lot of rain. Winds are going to be mighty strong. It's going to bring really damaged winds, and winds are going to be so strong on Tuesday. It's going to bring very strong winds that can damage power lines and damage buildings and damage telephone poles that can bring down power lines, snap the tree branches, and snap the telephones. There'll be big, huge, gigantic waves splash on beaches, shores of Jamaica, especially in Kingston, Jamaica, surrounding areas. It's going to bring so much heavy downpours. It's going to bring so much flood and mudslides, landslides. It's going to bring way so much flood. Sewers will be backing up the streets and knocking up power. And the sewers will back up in the streets. They'll be causing massive flooding in Jamaica, including Kingston, Jamaica. It's going to bring very strong winds. This is not an ordinary storm. This is a hurricane. Hey everyone, I want every single person, the whole entire face of the planet Earth to come down to Sydney, Nova Scotia to meet me in person. Heavy rain headed towards Vancouver Island on Saturday, October 25th, 2025. It's going to bring a whole lot of rain and snow up in the mountains of Vancouver Island, including Tofino, British Columbia. Because the atmospheric river coming all the way from Hawaii, known as the Pineapple Express. It's going to bring lots of rain. Victoria, British Columbia, Port Renfrew, British Columbia, Sauk, British Columbia, Cobourg, British Columbia, Sanders, British Columbia, Sydney, British Columbia, Duncan, British Columbia, Ladysmith, Nanaimo, Port Alberni, Parksville, Quebec Beach, Courtney, Comox, Canberra River, Port McNeill, Port Hardy, British Columbia. And they had an earthquake somewhere in the world. Vancouver, British Columbia is well overdue for a major earthquake. It's going to happen anytime soon. We do not know yet. People in Vancouver, you gotta start doing your earthquake drills. People in Vancouver, you can't escape from major earthquakes forever. People in Vancouver, you can't escape from major earthquakes forever. It's going to bring 7.0 greater magnitude earthquake in Vancouver, British Columbia sooner or later. I want every single person in Vancouver to be prepared. Massive earthquake is going to hit Philippines sometime in 2026. It's going to bring 7.0 greater magnitude earthquake in Philippines. It's going to bring a lot of damage in Philippines. It's going to shake the ground and things like this. I want every single person in Philippines to be prepared. Major earthquake is on its way for New Zealand sometime in 2026. It's going to bring 7.0 greater magnitude earthquake. I want every single person in New Zealand, be prepared.
Be prepared! Be prepared!
Breaking news. The asteroid Atlas has completely dissolved as of just today.
The asteroid Atlas is headed towards the Earth on October 29th, 2025 on a Wednesday, but the asteroid Atlas is going to bypass the Earth. It's a comet Atlas that's going to bypass the Earth. If it's a clear sky that night, you have to look up the comet Atlas up in the sky, because the comet Atlas is headed towards the Earth. It's going to bypass the Earth.
So it will no longer be visible in the sky. It is gone. It dissolved. Now it's just like powdered salt.
Tropical storm Melissa is headed towards St. John's, Newfoundland on Friday, October 31st, 2025. It's going to bring really, really strong winds and heavy downpours to St. John's, Newfoundland and the surrounding areas. It's going to bring really strong winds and heavy rain to St. John's and the surrounding areas.
There's Vampire Frankie McDonald. How do they find you on the internet, Vampire Frankie McDonald?
If you want to find me on social media, my blue skies at Frankie MacD. My link tree is Frankie McDonald. And my X for me is Twitter at Frankie MacD. My threads is at Frankie MacD 94. And my Reddit is Frankie 94. My Facebook is Frankie McDonald. My Instagram is Frankie MacD 94. My TikTok is Frankie 94. My Clapper is Frankie 94. My Twitch is Frankie 94. My Snapchat is Frankie AMCDON. My YouTube channel, Stocks, Woods, and my LinkedIn is Frankie McDonald.
Excellent.
I am very hard taking out. You're listening to Joey Allen Show. You're watching Joey Allen Show every Thursday night at 7 p.m. 11 p.m. Happy Halloween, everybody, to all listeners of Meteorological Weather Report.
Happy Halloween from all the listeners of Meteorological Weather Report. We'll see you next week. Go Blue Jays, go. It's going to be a good one. I got total faith. In 6, it's going to happen. Show continues on the live stream at Joey Only Care About Weather Dude YouTube channel. And if you're hearing us on the radio, that's it for this week.
I'll see you next year.
See you next year, eh, Vampire Frankie? We're so lucky when Vampire Frankie comes around there. First time for you, Ryan?
First time for me.
Yeah, there you go. Vampire Frankie, it's a yearly treat.
And Joey, did you press to record?
I did. I turned it off. We are no longer recording. We're still live streaming, but we're no longer recording. Yeah, got it all. Good episode, Frankie. Fun stuff, eh? Halloween and all.
Stations.
Gonna be on the radio stations, yeah.
What does that mean?
He always gets the good video, Frankie. I didn't realize that there was all this flooding going on in Spain. I was so preoccupied with what was going on in Jamaica.
Yeah, it's like the rest of the world didn't even have weather stories.
No.
It's like, well, today on Earth, hurricane and nothing else.
So I found the photo from the penthouse. I'm like, there we go.
And yeah, right, the penthouse.
And they always have a funny thing on their little board. And there you go.
That's good. Yeah, like there's a T-shirt that says "I love BJ's" and whatnot, right?
Yes.
But like I've seen that.
If you love BJ's, go Jays, go.
The penthouse, that's good. That's tasty. Womp 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 womp. Well, we lost Brandon already. We lost Mark
Mark lasted longer than normal. He's usually like in and out because he is not a night owl and has to be up early. So I think he's still suffering from the jet lag.
Well, that fan is blowing all that oxygen into him, and it's like
I don't know if it works that way, but okay.
Getting an extra oxygen dose there inside that costume, eh?
There you go. Maybe he's onto something.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's gonna be another. Almost got all my firewood done now, and everything's all I got to do now is just wait for the snow to pile up and sit around. And
thanks for the little hangout tonight. I've got to go. I got to finish cooking dinner here.
All right, get on
And
with
it was
it.
one key moment where I had to dress up at the last minute. So this is all I had: a Jets jersey and a Jets scarf. So hopefully the Jets do well this season.
Well, yeah, you know, Jets fans are pretty scary. You know, they're all like, "I'll stab you for your money."
Only at
Got any crack? Rock powder down.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that say that Bombers fans are a bunch of swearing nuts, drink beer.
Yeah, it's rough town there, Winnipeg. It's not as bad probably as people think it is. It used to be pretty rough town.
Not as rough as other parts of North America. I've seen Chicago, and I think Winnipeg's a very, very watered down version of Chicago. It's pretty safe in the suburbs. It gets kind of sketchy as you go down towards downtown and North End, but I never have any problems in my neighborhood, man. And if people want to move here, they can, but they just got to deal with.
We have a pretty safe society, you know. Like,
yeah,
people are like
I'll be
always
right
panicking
back.
about. It's like, oh, the crime is out of control. I'm like, man, like, you like walk around and say whatever you want these days, and people like don't kill you. It's a pretty safe society. I mean, I remember even when I was a teenager, people fought more. There was way more like people punching each other out. And like, you couldn't go out on a Friday without seeing a fight happen somewhere. You know, that's like what it was like for the adults before us. It wasn't like it just stopped because we grew up. It's like it just stopped happening in general.
Yeah.
Like that's what the adults would do in the 80s. They'd come home and be like, you know, Sunday morning, someone would have a black eye or something. You'd be like, what happened to you guys?
Like, I just had a brawl at the bar. No big deal.
Yeah, it's like that was
even
just
in the
normal
60s,
in the
my
80s.
grandma said that stuff happened in the city.
It's like everything's so much less violent now, but everyone's more afraid and angry than ever. It's
it's these having people connected all the time, seeing stuff happen everywhere, or as soon as something does happen, they find out about it right away. So people can be hypersensitive.
And they're like, "Hey, I can use that for bigotry fuel."
Yes.
There was a rumor started about me a few years ago. I just, people are just like, oh, I heard about this guy, so I'm going to threaten him on the street. Or, something happened with, I see people get into fights all the time because of their social media posts. I was like, you guys got nothing better to do?
So I guess they detained 5 more suspects in the Louvre heist. The jewels are still missing, though. So
I'm like, how does this happen at the Louvre? Like, and they came in with
of all places.
They showed up with the darn cherry picker and everything. Like, nobody noticed the cherry picker coming on the side of the building up to the next floor with a bunch of people on it, and didn't think, oh, well, that seems normal. They must be working on it.
Well, it's a crazy twist that no one saw coming, too. It turns out that British and French museums are against theft.
Are they? They're against theft. That's surprising.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Sounds like they're against theft. Who
knew?
It didn't. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. So I guess they're gonna give back half the shit that's in there.
Well, this is true. A lot of it that's in there is not theirs. There.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's probably a show for this week, I guess.
I think so. I have another. I got the Pacific Northwest Weather's Watch live stream that people are wondering where I'm at. So I'm gonna go join that now.
Holy!
I know I'm popular on Thursdays.
So you're on a Pacific Northwest Weather Watch stream that Mark and I aren't on?
No. But he's not always on Thursday. It's Michael Snyder down in Seattle. So.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's cool.
On YouTube.
Have fun, Ryan.
Thank you. Nice to see everybody. I'll try not to get too wet tomorrow.
One last word from Wells this week is I had a little victory here where I totally called out the neighbor for just
for the dogs.
Yeah, it's been going on for 5 years. We're like, so like after like you complain enough times that the district speaks to them like, okay, we won't put our dogs out at 5:30 in the morning. We'll just do it at 8:01 when the bylaw ends and let them bark out there for fucking 6 hours straight. So yeah, I mean, some people were like, "Whoa, that was a little bit much," but it was funny. I like going to the coffee shop this morning, and it's like, yeah, it's sure quiet around here, isn't it, Joe? Yeah.
Yeah, better at 8:01 though. I guess that's still early, and it's still Yeah.
You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. Yeah, but yeah. So the mine, to say, well, we don't have a bylaw officer. You're not technically breaking a bylaw having them bark in the afternoon, and I don't fucking care. So I made that one video. I was like, listen, Barkerville Gold, you're gonna talk to your employee. He's a manager at your mine, or I'm gonna make a public. And it was like the TikTok video was seen like 200,000 times. So it was like an instant drag the guy into the office. Shut your fucking dogs up. I don't know how the conversation went, but it was great.
But at least it worked.
Life's back to good around here.
Yay.
It's what you do when you're in the winter in the small town. You just you don't have to be mad at everybody. You just pick the one who deserves it the most. Get them.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's quiet. It's quiet. Being able to sit here and make a show without hearing those dogs down the street. It's like I just don't get it. I don't get how people don't think wow, I bet you this behavior I have is driving people crazy.
Yeah, no, they don't. They're oblivious to it, or they're not at home, so they don't know or don't realize.
Or ha 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 ha! I bet you it's driving them crazy.
Crazy, yeah. There's that too, where the poor dogs are the ones that are suffering in that scenario. But
that's the thing. Yeah, you got to listen to their friggin' distress all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know why you got a small town like this. Let's get some Rottweiler attack dogs and keep them in a little yard.
Dogs are pack animals. They want to be with their people.
Yeah, it's
not outside.
You don't need to have an attack dog in a town with no crime. There's a reason there's no crime here.
Because you live there.
Yeah, well, it's like
and nobody wants to be in your bad books. Obviously.
Well, there's an attitude in small towns that's kind of like that.
Exactly.
It's the last guy who was stealing from mine sites and whatnot, he went to jail, and if he ever comes back to town, people will be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You're not welcome here. It's like you don't last.
No,
just don't last. You got to be nice to the people who live near you, or at least you don't have to like each other. Just
coexist peacefully. That's all.
Yeah. Imagine.
Crazy. I know. Crazy.
But I bet you, I can only imagine because you have a million people around you.
I do. I certainly do. But I coexist peacefully for the most part, it seems, with the people that are around me.
And I'm 150 in the dark of the winter. That's too much.
Yeah.
That's the news from Wells this week. So yeah, thank you to the mine for just getting on that and being doesn't need to happen. Well, it's they have noise bylaws about how much noise the mine can make, but it's the employees can just leave their animals at home all day, contravening the bylaw because they're at work. It's no, no.
Exactly.
Yeah. It might be another year before I have to fight a battle, so I'm gonna enjoy that one.
There you go.
Yeah,
enjoy it already.
Sitting up there, that fucking Joey.
I'm gonna sign off now.
Okay, sounds good. Me too. We'll
go
see
Jays.
you all. See you, go Jays, and see you all.